Yeah, what's poppin'? This is Dnyce, the real Dnyce. You dig? Look, there's been some controversy going on out there on the book and the world, all different type of shit. You know this civil war about to get popping. You feel me? You got whites on one side, the European, the Caucasian on one side in their brainwashing ways, manipulative people. Not all of them. So everybody, you can't group everybody. Then you have the ignorant black man. Ignorance means not knowing. We were stripped of all knowings of who we are, where we came from, what we is. Shit, half of us can't even find that. Like, I don't even think some of the white people know how to find that. And then, you know, you got the white man that throws in, well, the black man was selling slaves. Yeah, a black man, a couple of them was. Like, it wasn't the people as a whole. And it was different. Like, it was after I conquered your tribe, you was an indigenous servant to me. And you had to stay for 7 years and work as a servant in my house. You was treated well. And you had the choice to stay after that 7 years, to stay and take a part of the land and a part of the family. Like, you would inherit it. You become part of the family. Or you was allowed to leave with whatever you work with and paid for. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference. See, the white man took it overboard and was raping, killing, and doing all type of shit. Because they savages. They had to live savage. Look how small Europe is. They was expanding. All these buildings, they ain't have nothing. Like, they went through a whole Middle Age. How the fuck they say this is the Middle Age if the rest of the world is still doing what they need to do? You feel me? The Dark Ages ain't. That was for the Europeans. They wrote the history. They wrote the history of a lot of stuff. But if you go look back, the free men, them black Moors that were here, you can see all the different things that they did. You feel me? Look up Mas Musa, the richest man that ever existed in the world. It was Solomon or Mas Musa. Mas Musa is documented. Solomon wasn't. So we know Solomon was rich as fuck. But Mas Musa was worth 600 billion. Bill Gates is worth 60 billion. Warren Buffett is worth 40 billion. You the richest man in the world, I think it's the Mexican which document, because you know Saudis and different things don't document all their illegal transactions. Like there's people in the United States that got bread, but they dope dealers or they doing illegal stuff, so they can't put their shit on whatever. But that's what it is. And I don't understand why white people feel like we the most worst people in the world, and y'all made us this way by abusing us and turning us this way. Like, if we know psychology, yes, we definitely do. And you sit here and you abuse a child, and you abuse that child all his life, then he's eventually gonna turn into a psychopath. Like, he's gonna be a sociopath. Like, he's gonna be out here probably murking shit. That's why white people go and shoot up all type of shit. Like, why the fuck you just kill 30 people at this school? Why the fuck you just shoot 50 people over here? The fuck, niggas, we might spray a block because we beefing with that block, nigga. We ain't about to kill that. We don't kill people for the most part. We don't kill mass people that are innocent. They ain't do shit to us. White people get in their feelings. They lose their job. They want to shoot the job up and go kill themselves. Hey, nigga, I ain't about to kill myself. So, yeah, we ain't about to go out with a bang. So, yeah, we think smart. Nah, if I go kill all these people, they going to be on my ass. You know what I'm saying? So, we know the emotional craziness of white people. It's in their nature. It was bred into them. I can't even be mad at that. I'm not mad at nobody. I don't hate nobody. But I am a realist. So, yeah, I see real. A lot of people be like, oh, these black people lazy. They sit on their ass all day. Nah, nigga. I know a lot of black people out here that's in college trying to do something with themselves. It's just harder. Of course it's going to be harder. It's like y'all started the race 100 years before us. You know what I'm saying? Even though we were the first people here, y'all stripped that away from us. And y'all started a race 200 years before we even got invited into y'all's car race. We was building the cars and everything. We was watching. We was putting the tires on this bitch. We made the goddamn car. Y'all driving. Pretty much. And y'all running around this race. And y'all like, shit. Y'all free. Y'all emancipated now. Juneteenth. Nobody know about that. A lot of people don't know what Juneteenth stand for. But we was emancipated. And once we was emancipated, anything after that 13th Amendment constitute with us. After that, like anything before that wasn't made for us. Everything else was made for the white man. They were talking about we break laws and shit. Like, yeah, there was a law saying that. There's still laws in Columbus right now saying that we can't, black man can't do certain, black people can't go in this building or do that. It's still in their law books, even though they let that shit slide. Like, there's a lot of old laws. So you really need to, people really need to do their fucking history before they get to running their mouth. Like, yeah, it's 180 million white people here. There's 60 million black people. Why the fuck is there more black people in jail if we do the same amount of crime? If you put 10 white people and 10 black people beside each other, fucking four of them people are going to do crime out of both sides. Right. So why is there such thing called a white collar crime? Because the white man has already been established. They got alumni family. They got to find an alumni black person. You got to think about this. 1960 is what? Right. So how long ago was that? Right. So you think about the shit. You think about segregation and where it was. Segregation laws was just abolished in 1960s. So now my dad was born in 1964. Nigga, like, how the fuck do you expect? Like, that's not a long time. A lot of people are like, oh, that's forever. That wasn't a long time. If there's people still alive, that's from that era. It's not a long time. Period. So what the fuck do y'all be thinking out there? Like, if y'all want to help somebody, I hate when people point fingers and don't want to help. This don't go to everybody. Everybody ain't the same. All white people ain't racist. All black people ain't racist. It's how the fuck can y'all sit here and look at something that was created this way? The ghetto came from the Italians. They put the Jews in the ghetto. It was made to segregate them, to keep them down. Then guess what? Americans what? Adopted the word ghetto. So guess what? The white people was putting what? Black people that were freed into ghettos. The ghettos was ran down. The schools was ran down. Old books. That's why after segregation, the black people was like, oh shit, we don't have to be on the suburbs no more. We don't have to be in these little shacks no more. Oh, we going inner city. Inner city. If you look at fucking Lyndon McKinley was a white school back in the day. Before the 60s. It's a black school now because all the black people went to started coming in. So now, of course, if I'm outside in the mud all fucking day and I come into a clean house, the house is gonna get dirty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't prepare us or put us into preparation to be integrated with y'all, because y'all didn't want it to work. I'm just trying to figure out if you got new Jim Crow laws. You have old Jim Crow laws. You have Willie Lynch. Like, you have fucking brilliant people trying to figure out how to keep the black man down. It is a task, ain't it? So, even that, y'all had to go over there to our roots, our country, our original country, and fuck that over. Like, how many countries in Africa is settled or are controlled by the colonies of Europe? Ooh, look at that. And then y'all call us murder. How many, you know what I'm saying? I know about the Moors, how they went and conquered and went up to, they did a lot of stuff. Like, if you ever watch Robin Hood, like William Loxley and all them, Robin Hood was depicted as a good guy. All these white people, they were fighting against the Moors at that time. It was the Christian Crusades. The Christian Crusades was going to kill Muslim black men, because that was one of our, that's our first mono religion. It wasn't, it was Judaism and which wasn't called Judaism because they changed all that shit. Ain't no J's in the Hebrew language. Ain't no fucking W's in the Hebrew language. I speak Hebrew. You feel me, Aki? But shalom, all peace. But it's just how the fuck can you sit here and say that we didn't? If I for real, I feel like the black man is the backbone of America. I'm an American. You feel me? My people were slaves here. Part of them wasn't. Part of them was native. They was still killed. The Native American wasn't going. They was killed and wiped the fuck out. So now you got probably like a 0.5 pure blood or close to it Native American